Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Otaku Heaven here, and I'm coming at you with another review. This time I'll be reviewing One Piece Chapter 741 manga, and we're going to start off talking about Usopp. Yes, Usopp. I've heard so many manga reviewers and anime reviewers bitching about Usopp, and then comments on there bitching about Usopp. Usopp's been a pussy and a liar ever since he came in at episode 30ish in the Syrup Village arc. Why are you bitching about it now? You shouldn't even like Usopp if you think he's going to change any different. Now, the way I think it's going to be is he's going to do these things under his name, these heroic things that people are going to remember him by. Kind of like Nolan did, but they're going to think he's a liar, obviously. But the story of him being under the name Usopp is actually going to spread around, and he's going to be the brave warrior of the sea that he always wanted to be. Alright, let's start off. Here it goes. The Tatatas are yelling Uso Land's going to save us. He's not a liar. He's going to save us. He's going to save us. And the whole time Usopp's like, shut up. I'm trying to run away, which I thought was funny. Most people didn't. And they just thought he was a bitch or something. No, well, Usopp is a bitch, but he turned around and he was like, no, fuck this shit. I can't run away. And them having their last thoughts that I was going to save them. And so he turned around and used one of his new moves that is on the new PS3 game, One Piece Power Words, but I'm not sure if it's been shown in the anime or the manga yet. He sought Midoriboshi, which is like this big plant thing. And then the plant shurikens, which I actually haven't seen yet, so this is still a new move to me. It's not in the game, the plant shurikens, as far as I remember. And basically, you got the King Riku thing next. King Riku basically imprisoned Kuros after he killed a bunch of people, but Kuros killed a bunch of people because they killed Kuros' best friend. Basically, King Riku understood what kind of dude he is and just realized he wanted to fight. So he locked him up in the Coliseum and said, you win 100 matches, you get free. But no, he didn't stop there because he enjoyed it. So he won 100 matches, or at least I think he enjoyed it. He won 100 matches, and 200 matches, and 300 matches, then 1,000 matches. Now I don't remember if when Rebecca and Luffy were talking in front of the statue of Kuros, that it said 300 or 3,000. Which, if it only said 300 and it actually won 1,000 matches, that's wrong. Now, one thing I don't remember or I forgot, or I always thought the one-legged toy soldier was Kuros, which, if he still is, my bad. And if he isn't, this is my first manga that I've read ever. So there's still, I know the manga has more content, but there's certain things that I miss because I'm not used to reading a manga. And if he's not Kuros, and Kuros is just sitting around the city, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do something badass? Is he fighting this guy somewhere in the newest block? No, he ain't fighting in the block. No, is he gonna come back and do some shit? And I think he's a one-legged soldier, but when he comes out, he's gonna help after Sugar gets defeated, which I think is what Usopp's gonna manage to do, because Usopp can't fight two. No, Usopp cannot fight two of Doflamingo's members, which leaves Frankie to blame to an extent. If Frankie is supposed to be there, like I said, there's certain things that I miss. So I'm not sure if Frankie's supposed to be there or not. If he is, then Frankie is to blame, because no Straw Hat would ever expect Usopp to take on two members of Doflamingo's crew. I mean, you got Robin laying on the floor, all the Tontatos laying on the floor, they're beat down, and Usopp sitting in front of Trevor and Sugar. Now, what I'm thinking is going to happen is Usopp's going to take out Sugar and not Trevor. Basically, he's going to run around and Trevor's going to chase him and he's going to get a shot off on Sugar. Then everything's going to turn back to normal. Some of the Tontatos are going to be able to get up and fight back against Trevor, or either plot twist, Usopp actually takes out the strong guy and takes out Trevor. And Sugar orders all the toys to come help her. And then Frankie busts in and uses some of his new moves. Or Usopp just goes down on both of them stand and Frankie comes in and shows some of his new moves he learned from Vegapunk with the lasers and shit, which would be awesome. I'd love to see Frankie get a moment. Frankie hasn't really gotten a moment yet, but this is Usopp's moment, so I'd like him to take out at least one character. If Frankie could come in after that and take out like Trevor or somebody, that would be awesome as well, because I would love to see both of them get a moment, because most animes focus on the main character, the main two or three characters. They don't focus on the whole crew, and Oda's been doing a good job of this. Even Nami got her little moment on Punk Hazard at the end when they were talking about the kids with the Shigi. And I like the fact that Oda can actually give each character their moment. But as far as character progression goes with the backstory of, well, hold on, one more thing. Kuros kind of looks like Dragon, but I don't think he is Dragon. Like some people are speculating. I believe he's a brother or a cousin or something of Dragon, because for me it just doesn't seem like he could be Dragon, because he's been there for too long and Dragon's been out somewhere else. So maybe he's a cousin or something to Dragon. It'd be a good plot progression, because if you look at it, you got Roger and Luffy have a lot alike, and then also their first crewmate is Zoro and Rayleigh. They're both swordsmen. It's like their crew comes together exactly the same. It looks like everything in this new age is based off the old age. So, alright, you got Luffy, Ace, and Sabu. What if you have Dragon, Roger, and Kuros, or Dragon, Kuros, and somebody else? That would be pretty cool. That's just a thought. But as far as plot character progression goes, since Usopp kind of regressed, and then to him still him being his pussy self, and then he popped back up to his strength, and then the character development with Kuros, I'd probably say this gets about a 7 out of 10 on character progression. Plot progression, not so much, because none of the plot really progressed. So maybe like a 4, because Usopp was the only plot progression, what he did. But I would be interested to see more about Kuros, because he's a very interesting character, especially seeing the fact that with him looking like Dragon, he may have links to Dragon, and also he's a badass just like Dragon. And he's also got links to the Colosseum, King Riku. He's playing out to be probably a very important character. The animation, oh damn, I'm not doing an anime review. Alright, other than that, that's about it. The overall chapter, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's my personal 7.5 out of 10. That's my personal views on the chapter. And one more thing, that manga is supposed to be going on hiatus next week, I believe, just for a week or so probably. And it's been looking like we're getting 3 chapters, and he goes on break. 3 chapters. I think Oda should take on one helper or something, somebody he could work with, somebody he could tell to draw. I mean, he's got several friends, I'm pretty sure, in the manga world, and they could draw for him, because his health is kind of bad, so it would give him a good break. Like one dude that I've seen in particular, I think he's the writer of Gundam. He could probably draw for him. I'm pretty sure he would do it for splitting some of the profit or something, because in this, I know he loves One Piece, so he's probably got a higher respect for Oda, so I'm pretty sure he would do it. Say for instance, in one of his most recent sayings, he targeted Attack on Titan, bitching about something, I forget what it was, but in the same time he was bitching at Attack on Titan, he was also saying good stuff about One Piece, so obviously he's got some kind of connection to One Piece. He would probably fall in love with a chance to do something like that, and that would give Oda some serious help where he needs it. And we could get our manga every week, and he could get the rest he needs to continue giving us a story that we love. But other than that, that's about it, guys. See you later.